How would Prime Neymar do at each of the big six Premier League clubs? We have once again put Neymar on Arsenal, Manchester City, Spurs, Manchester United, Chelsea and Liverpool. Arsenal is the first team Neymar is trying to conquer the Champions League with, and with Saka and Odegaard by his side I think he has a pretty solid shot first time round. That's an incredible first season Neymar was made for the Premier League, 35 goals and 47 goal contributions. Surely we have something to show for it in the end. A Community Shield is, as I always say, a great start to any season. We beat expected season winners Manchester City comfortably 3-0. Liverpool just beat us to the league title by 2 points, but we put in a good effort, 91 points overall and only 3 losses all season. West Ham absolutely smashed us 3-0 in round 4 of the FA Cup, couldn't put up the same fight at the London Stadium as we could during the season. Slightly better in the Carabao Cup, but once again beaten by Liverpool in the quarters. I feel they may be the curse of me during this challenge. Was no better in the Champions League, eventual winners Manchester City knocked us out in the quarters. Next up is the worst out of these 6 teams, Chelsea. Maybe Neymar can bring them back up the table and back to Champions League status. It looks like he may have done that in some capacity. He scored 33 goals and got 46 goal involvements. Surely we didn't do that and came out with nothing. We finished second in the league, obviously trumped by treble winners Manchester City. We're gonna see a lot of this year, aren't we? Arsenal knocked us out of the FA Cup in the quarter-finals. At least we're making progress. It's much better than they did last season. Again, it's Manchester City, of course it is. They knock us out in the semi-final before beating Leicester easily in the final. At least we lost to the eventual winners. Liverpool is our next culprit, and if there's one thing Liverpool do not need, it's more wingers, but let's get into it. It's another 40+ goals and assists season for Neymar, but as we found out on our last attempt, that amount of goals doesn't guarantee us anything. Third in the league, it's a decent attempt, but both City and Arsenal wipe the floor with us, and City only win it on goal difference. The round of 16 saw Stoke pulled off a massive upset, kicking us out of our first domestic competition. Yes, finally some trophies for Neymar. It might only be a Carabao Cup, but the other trophy is a Charity Shield, so we take it. There we go, that's our first major trophy. It's a double for Neymar, as Liverpool should and do win the Europa League, and 3 trophies altogether. So in our last attempt with Messi, Manchester City, we're 1 trophy off doing a clean sweep of every trophy available to them. Can they do it this time with Neymar instead? It's a career best for Neymar, 37 goals, again the top scorer for his team. Not as many assists, but with those kinda goals surely we have done some damage in all comps. We beat down Arsenal at the start of the season, a Charity Shield, always a good start. An even better start includes the UEFA Super Cup, and we easily surpass Sevilla 2-1 to capture that trophy. Smashed the league, scoring nearly the same amount of goals as points and finishing 9 points above our closest rivals Liverpool. 4 of 4, it's looking good for us after taking down Newcastle, but the Carabao Cup is where we fell last time. Can we make it through this time? Yes, we win it just about. It looked like such a boring game, 0-0 for 120 minutes, and a 6-5 result on pens sealed Liverpool's fate. And we've done it. 6 trophies out of 6 for Manchester City. It was a hard-fought battle between us and Real Madrid, but ultimately we was too much for them in the end, and Neymar wins a sextuple. I think that's what it's called. The penultimate team we're going to use is my club, Manchester United. If I don't say so myself, he fits in the team pretty perfectly. He does push Rashford up front since he's an out-and-out left winger, but with 30 goals last season I have no worries with him up front. Ooh, maybe I should have worried. It's a career worst for him whilst in the Premier League with only 29 goals. This is not a good sign. You know it's a bad day when none of the big 6 are in the top 2. Newcastle win it 13 points ahead of us. I think it may have been a poor season for us. Wow, get me out of this save. It feels like real life. West Brom knock us out of the FA Cup in the 3rd round. Again in round 3 we're knocked out. It's a more reasonable opponent this time. Liverpool beat us 2-1. A lot better in the Champions League, but still fell at the penultimate hurdle. Atletico Madrid easily brush us aside. Please do not say Spurs do better than this, please. Here he is in the squad. I know Son up front is not his normal position, but with Harry Kane gone and Neymar being a left-sided player, we decided to somewhat sacrifice him. Oh my god, it has been a very poor season for him. Only 10 goals and all of them coming in the league, none in either of the cups. We must have been knocked out early in both. Of course we go and win the Premier League in Neymars' worst season, finishing 3 points above Arsenal. Can I just say we scored 82 goals? How did Neymar only score 10 of them? Okay, so my prediction for the cup seems pretty accurate. We're knocked out straight away by Burnley of all teams in the FA Cup, but congrats to them. Aston Villa knock us out of the Carabao Cup. It was a good game. We fought hard and Diaby's brace ended up being too much for us to handle. Let me know what player I should do this with next.